Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I am Neha Paryani and I welcome you all to the practice session series for Accountancy Class 12. We have started this practice session series wherein we will be discussing more and more problems from the textbook. The textbook that I prefer is this one, textbook from NCERT for Accountancy Class 12. If you have this textbook, it's okay, or else you can download the soft copy of this textbook from the internet, or you can also take the screenshot of the questions from the screen. So the topic that we are going to discuss today is interest on drawings. Till now we have covered the topics like profit and loss appropriation account, partners capital account and interest on capital. We have done all the questions from the textbook on the topic. So today we are going to start the topic called interest on drawings. So first of all, let us try to understand the concept here. Okay, suppose there are certain partners in a partnership firm, right? So if a partner is withdrawing some of the amount from his capital, suppose a partner is withdrawing rupees 2000 from firm for his personal purpose. Okay, now after certain period of time he has to repay this amount to the firm, right? But until that period of time, until the time when he is using the firm's money for his personal purpose, he has to pay certain amount of interest. Okay, in return he has to pay certain amount of interest to the firm. That is what we call it as interest on drawing. Clear? If any partner is withdrawing the amount and using it for personal purposes, then in return for that period of time he has to pay certain amount as interest. Okay, now the reason for charging interest on drawings is that if the firm does not charge any interest, then all the partners will withdraw more and more money from the firm, right? So what will happen? Then the firm will face the deficiency in the capital, right? So that should not happen. If the partner has to pay the interest, they may withdraw less, right? If it is very necessary, only in those cases the partners may withdraw the amount. Okay, that is why it is necessary to charge interest on drawings, right? Now here we will be calculating how much interest the partners has to pay depending upon the drawings made by them. Clear? So there are various methods for calculating interest on drawings. Okay, it depends upon the firm that which method they are choosing, right? But we have various methods. So the methods for calculating interest on drawings can be simple method, product method, then we have interest on monthly drawings method and interest on quarterly drawings method. Okay, so in today's session we are going to cover the first two methods, that is simple method and product method. Okay, in my upcoming sessions we'll cover the remaining topics. So let us start with simple method. This method is used when the drawings are made on irregular basis. Okay, there will be no pattern followed for making drawings. So here when the drawings are made on irregular basis, it means that so there is no one fixed particular date on which the partner is withdrawing the amount. Okay, date is not fixed. Along with that, even the amount of drawings is also not fixed, right? Whenever the partner requires certain amount, he will withdraw that amount, right? So when the drawings will be made on that by following that pattern, it means basically there is no particular pattern. Whenever the partner want, he withdraws, then we can use the simple method for calculating interest on drawings. Clear? But we have to remember that simple method can't be used when the drawings are made more frequently. Okay, if the partner is withdrawing the amount more frequently, then it is quite difficult to use the simple method. If the drawings are made like twice or thrice in a year, then we can opt for simple method of calculating interest on drawings. Okay, now the formula here is interest on drawings is equal to amount into rate divided by 100 into time period divided by 12. Okay, now this rate is very important. Rate on interest of drawings is very important here, right? So this will be given in the question. Then time period is also very important. Okay, you can also write it as amount multiplied by R divided by 100, it's nothing but rate by 100 multiplied by M divided by 12. That is nothing but months divided by 12. Okay, so now let us try to solve a problem relating to this. Okay, so the question is, in a partnership, partners are charged interest on drawings at 15% per annum. So this is very important. So this is the rate of interest on drawings given. Okay, then during the year ended 31st March 2018, a partner drew as follows. Okay, so here the amount of drawings along with the date of drawings is given, right? So one of the partner is withdrawing 3 times in an year. Okay, amount is also given, date is also given, then rate of interest on drawings is also given, right? Then we are asked what is the interest chargeable from the partner. Okay, so using the formula, we have to find out the rate of interest to be charged on that partner. Okay, so we'll do the solution now. So we know the formula, right? Interest on drawings is equal to amount into rate divided by 100 into months divided by 12, right? First, let's find out for the drawings which were made on 1st of May, right? So the amount of drawings is 2000 rupees. It's given in the question, right? Into rate will be fixed here. That is 15% for per annum. That is why 15 divided by 100 into months. Now this is very important. See, the drawings were made on the 1st of May, right? We know that our accounting year starts from 1st of April and ends at 31st of March, right? So here leave April. The drawings were made on 1st of May. Okay, so from May to March, we have to calculate how many months are remaining. Okay, May should be included because the drawings were made on the 1st of May. Okay, if the drawings were made on 30th of May, we would have excluded May also. Okay, but including May to March, we should see how many months are remaining. Okay, just leave the April month. So basically 11 months are remaining. So 11 divided by 12. Okay, so when we will simplify this, we'll get the answer as rupees 275. Clear? Next, let's find out for the drawings which were made on 1st of August. Okay, 1st of August. Okay, the amount of drawings given here is 5,000 rupees. So 5,000 rupees were withdrawn. Rate on interest on drawings will be fixed 15% per annum. So 15 divided by 100 into now months here. Okay, so from August to March till the year end, how many months are remaining? We should include August also because the drawings are made on 1st of August. Okay, so including August to March, 8 months are remaining. So 8 divided by 12, right? Again, when we simplify this, we'll get the value as rupees 500, right? Then at last, let's find out the interest on drawings for 30th of September. 30th of September. Okay, amount of drawings is rupees 2,000. Okay, rate of interest is 15% per annum. So 15 into 100 into now the drawings were made on 30th of September. It means September month is completed. Okay, now we have to leave September. We should not include September here, right? So from October to March, we should see how many months are remaining. Okay, basically 6 months are remaining here. So 6 divided by 12, right? So again, simplify this. We'll get the value as rupees 150, right? Now we have find out the interest on drawings for all the drawings made by a partner. Okay, now total of these will be 275 plus 500 plus 150. Okay, so the total of these will be rupees 925, right? So partner has to pay 925 rupees as interest on drawings. Clear? This is the total amount which the partner has to pay. I hope it's clear up to here. So the next method that we have is product method. Okay, so this method is also used when the drawings are made on irregular basis and more frequently. Now this point is very important here. Okay, in the previous example we saw that a person has made drawings 3 times in a year. Okay, in such cases we can use the simple method. But if a partner is drawing more frequently, like suppose 10 times, 12 times in an year, then using the simple method will be a tedious task. Okay, so instead of that, then we can use the product method, right? The formula here is interest on drawings is equal to total product multiplied by rate by 100 multiplied by 1 divided by 12. Okay, now I'll tell you what are the changes in the previous formula and this formula. Okay, so here first of all we have to find out the total product, right? There the amount was directly given in the question, right? But here we have to find out the total product. Rate will be given in the question, then multiplied by 1 divided by 12. Okay, there the formula was m divided by 12. That's nothing but the remaining months, but here it's 1. It's fixed all the time, right? Now let us try to solve a problem on this. Okay, so Rishi is a partner in a firm. He withdrew the following amounts during the year ended March 31, 2007. Okay, so Rishi has made all these drawings in an year. Okay, so the date of drawings and the amount of drawings is also given, right? Then it is told that interest on drawings is charged at 9% per annum. Okay, then we are asked to calculate the interest on drawings. Clear? So for the solution, I have drawn a table here. Okay, you can draw a table like this, right? Then here, first of all, we'll mention all the things, right? So on first drawings were made on May 1st, right? So you can mention as May 1st. The amount of drawings are rupees 12,000. Okay, now see, from May to March, how many months are remaining? Okay, the same thing. So here 11 months are remaining. Okay, now up to here it's clear, I guess, right? Then what we have to do, we have to find out the product. Okay, how to find out the product now? Okay, assume this is A column, this is B, this is C. Okay, so product will be B into C. Clear? Amount into period, that will be product. Okay, so when we'll multiply 12,000 with 11, we'll get the value as rupees 1,32,000. Okay, this is the product for the drawings made on May 1. Okay, then second drawings were made on July 31, sorry, July 31. So exclude the July month. Okay, from August to March, how many months are remaining? First write down the amount here, rupees 6,000. Okay, now the period, exclude July because drawings were made on 31st July. So July month is completed. From August to March, 8 months are remaining. Okay, so B into C, that is 6,000 into 8 will be rupees 48,000. Right? Next drawings were made on September 30th. Amount of drawings is rupees 9,000. Okay, again leave September because September month is completed. From October to March, 6 months are remaining. So 9,000 into 6 would be rupees 54,000. Right? Then we have next drawings on November 30th. Amount of drawings is rupees 12,000. Okay, again leave November. From December to March, 4 months are remaining. So 12 into 4 is 48. So 48,000. Right? Then next drawings on January 1. Okay, now include January because the drawings are made on first day. So January is not completed yet. It started. So January, February, March. 3 months are remaining. Amount is 8,000. So 3 months are remaining, right? So 24,000. 8,000 into 3 will be 24,000, right? Now the last drawings were made on March 31, 2007, right? So basically March 31. So 7,000 rupees is the amount of drawings. Okay, now here time and the period, it's very important here. See, the drawings are made on the last day of the year. Okay, last day. right? So there is not even a single day or single month remaining here. Okay, so period will be nil here, right? Or you can also write it as 0, right? So 7,000 into 0 will be 0, not 7,000. You can't write it as 7,000 here, okay? Because the drawings are made on the last day of the accounting year, right? Now total all the things here. You have to make the total of the product here, right? When we will total that, we'll get the value as rupees 3,06,000. Okay, now this is the total product. Okay, now we have to take this amount into the formula. The formula was total product, that is rupees 3,06,000 into rate divided by 100. So rate given in the question is 9% per annum. So 9 divided by 100 into 1 divided by 12. Okay, so this is the formula, right? When we will simplify this, we'll get the value as rupees 2,295. So this is the interest on drawings that Rishi has to pay for all the drawings made by him during the year. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the problem now, right? So this is how we do the interest on drawings using simple and product method, right? In my next session, we will be discussing about interest on monthly drawings method, and we'll solve the problems relating to it, okay, from the textbook, right? So thanks for watching.